everybody, what's happening? It's your buddy Jex coming from Cinebro Supreme, and I have for you today a very long-awaited DVD update. These must go back like 2 months, maybe 3 months. It's been a while, actually, since I did a DVD update, and yeah, first update in the new Jex Cave. Really excited, so let's get into this. Got quite a few to go through, and lots of awesome titles. A lot of these I was really excited to get, and I can't wait to share them with you. Do it! First one. This one here, like I said, it's been about 2-3 months, and I was really excited to find this one. I found it for $5 at HMV, and I've been wanting to see this movie for years and years and years. Just could never find it, and here it is, the Kentucky Fried Movie. Yeah, directed by John Landis, one of my favorite directors of all time. I love his humor, I love his style, and yeah, this one was no exception. It's awesome. What this is, it's a sketch movie. It's you know, it was written by the Abraham Zucker team, Jerry Zucker, James Abrahams, and David Zucker. You know, the guys who made Airplane and Naked Gun and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of that kind of humor, and it was great. Some skits, you know, didn't really age well. I thought the humor just didn't really live up to this day. But there was also a lot that really were funny. So if you're out for a good laugh, definitely check out Kentucky Fried Movie. I'm really happy to finally have it in my collection. And that same day, since I was looking around at HMV, I also found this one for $5. Been wanting to see this one again. I remember when it first came out, I liked it. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion with Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino. I remember seeing this at the drive-in when it first came out. I must have been like 11 years old, and yeah, it wasn't really appropriate for me, but it was a great time. Yeah, I wanted to see it again, and it wasn't quite as funny as I remembered it to be. When I was a kid, I thought it was hilarious, and now it still was a fun time. Lots of good performances, but you know, just a little slower than I remembered, but still a good time. And I went to visit my folks a few months back, and you know, while I was in my hometown of Bathurst, I thought, hey, I gotta check out the movie stores, the pawn shops, see what I can find. Found a few good ones. This one I've been curious for a while. It's Hearts of Darkness. A filmmaker's Apocalypse. This is the making of Apocalypse Now. It's behind the scenes stuff. It was it follows, of course, Francis Ford Coppola, and this was made by his wife, Eleanor Coppola. And yeah, I read into it, and it really sounds interesting. I guess, you know, he didn't even know how the movie was going to end, and there was lots of unexpectedness, and yeah, really curious. But before I watch it, I actually never saw Apocalypse Now. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I never saw Apocalypse Now. I have it on VHS, so I'm going to have to pop it in one of these days, watch it, and then I'll watch the documentary to, you know, understand more. But yeah, I'm really excited. This was highly parodied in Ben Stiller's Tropic Thunder, so I really like that one, so curious to see this. And again, in my hometown, I found Bottle Rocket. Been wanting to see this one for a while, directed by Wes Anderson. Not long before I picked it up, Cinema Cygnus was talking about it. He had gotten the Laserdisc, so I thought, hey, you know, I still haven't seen that one. So I found it for $3, picked it up. It was alright. It's, you know, I don't really know quite what to make of it. It's, you know, the performances were great. The Wilson brothers, Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson, sorry, can't talk. Yeah, Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson, they have, you know, great chemistry. Obviously, they're brothers, and yeah, so the acting was pretty good. I can't wait to check it out again. I might like it better the second time around. Like I said, I didn't dislike it. I had a hard time getting into it. This one here, another pawn shop purchase in my hometown. This looked cool. This is a blind buy. I like the cover. I was like, hey, it's a TV series. Again, I thought it looked cool. It's Skeleton Warriors. It's a cartoon. I thought, hey, this looks cool. I thought it was like late 80s, but because there's no year on the case other than 2011, because that's when the box set was released last year. But I thought, hey, this looks pretty cool. But it turns out it's from '95. which makes sense because I kind of have a vague memory of this. From '95, I would have been like 10 years old, so I have like a vague memory, like, you know, of seeing this. But yeah, it only lasted like 13 episodes, which I can tell. I only watched the first one, and when I found out it was like from '95, I was like, oh man, this is not what I was expecting at all. And I might pop in the rest someday, but I had the hardest time getting into it. It's got some warriors. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be '80s, like Transformers, Thundercats, but it's more like Captain Planet, which is great. That's from my childhood. I love Captain Planet. This one here is just, I don't know, just wasn't quite what I expected. Okay, some flea market purchases. Found this great flea market. I was hanging out with my buddy Pierre-Luc, and he showed me this great flea market, and this guy had these tables full of DVDs, like lots of good titles. They were $5 a piece, great deal. I couldn't believe it, and I finally found a movie I've been dying to find for ages. I've been looking for this, and here it is, Near Dark. Finally have it. I've been wanting to see this movie for ages, and he actually had 2 copies. Like, first I found it was a single disc. I was like, yes. And then I found this one, which is a 2-disc special edition by Anchor Bay. It's a former rental, so the case is kind of seen better days. It has stickers and whatnot, but the disc, the movie disc plays great. I watched it, I loved it, so that's all that matters. If it works, that's good enough for me, because I've been waiting long enough to find it. I could just never find it. And yeah, like I said, I popped it in and I love this movie. It's so good. Great vampire movie, and what's awesome about it is that they never say the word vampire once in the movie. And yeah, great performances, and I just check it out. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm not going to say nothing else. You have to watch Near Dark. Bill Paxton alone steals the show. His character is so badass. Yeah, it might even be my favorite vampire movie. It's right up there with Fright Night, the original Fright Night. Definitely. And at the same flea market, this, just for nostalgic purposes, I had to pick this up. It's Ernest Saves Christmas from 1988, I believe. I remember watching this with my dad, like way back, probably in the early 90s, and haven't seen it since then, so kind of curious to watch it. As you can see, it's still new and sealed. I got it at a flea market, but it was unopened, so got it for $5. So, I felt like watching it. I'm like, man, I want to watch old school Ernest movies, but yeah, I didn't really want to watch the Christmassy one, because, it's almost summer. So what I did the next day, or a few days after I picked that up, I went to Walmart, $5 bin, and picked this up. Yeah, that's right, Ernest triple feature. You have Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Escapes Stupid, and Ernest Goes to Jail. And classic. Ernest Goes to Camp remains my favorite of the Ernest movies. I remember watching it constantly as a kid, and yeah, it's such a fun time. I did a double feature of these two right here. Goes to Camp and Goes to Jail. I watched them in one night. Like I said, Goes to Camp is awesome. Goes to Jail, I remembered it from when I was a kid. I only saw it a few times. Wasn't as good as Goes to Camp for me. It had some fun times, but not as good. And Ernest Scared Stupid, I actually had never seen. Everyone was talking. Yeah, everyone talks about it, what they saw when they were kids, and it was the scary thing. And I unfortunately never watched it when I was a kid. So I popped it in, and as an adult, just going into it, it wasn't the best. You know what I mean? Maybe if I would have seen it as a kid, it would have a nostalgic, sentimental value. But unfortunately, I was just like, it's not that great. But I do like the whole idea of the trolls and stuff, and turning little kids into wood. No, it was still enjoyable. You cannot go wrong with the Ernest movies. Well, yeah, triple feature, love it. Now the last 6 I have to talk about are. I took a little road trip last month, and found me some goodies. I went to Fredericton, New Brunswick, and I had to go look at the pawn shops when I travel. That's what I like to do, right? Look for movies. And I found this place called Digital World, and I found this, which I had never seen this edition in my life, and I was really happy to find it. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, check it out. It's a 4-disc set collector's edition. I couldn't believe it. I almost didn't pick it up, but I thought I have to. Yeah, it's got 4 discs. The theatrical cut, which is like my favorite. The 2002 re-release, which I'm not too fond of. And then it has a whole disc of special features and the soundtrack. Yeah. The last disc is the movie music. composed and conducted by John Williams. So yeah, but then after I picked it up, I did some research and stuff, and I guess there's like more to this. There's apparently a whole package, like there's a sleeve that goes over it, and there's like a book. So I only got part of the box set, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. It's I have the movie, which is good enough for me, you know. This was $20, which at first, like I said, I almost didn't pick it up. I thought $20, but again, I never saw this edition. I thought, hey, why not? It's really cool looking. So yeah. And I went to this other place called Backstreet Records that my friend Gabe recommended to me. And I went to look for records, and funnily enough, I didn't find any music, but they had these used DVDs, and I found a bunch. I was like, wow, they had some good titles I've been looking for a long time, including this one, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. I've been wanting to find this for the longest time. I'm so happy I found it, and I popped it in, and it's an awesome, awesome movie. It's got my favorite actor, Steve Buscemi, is in here. You also have Christian Slater, and a bunch of awesome actors. If you love the TV show Tales from the Dark Side, definitely check this out. It's like the TV show, but obviously a little more gruesome. So, yeah, no, great time, great horror anthology for sure. And I also found at that same place Terror Train with Jamie Lee Curtis. Never seen this one. I remember seeing this guy. Like, there's a cover that has just this guy on it, and I thought I'd pick it up, and it was a fun time actually. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of like Halloween in a train, if you will. And you know, it's one of the typical revenge sorority movies. There's so many of them back in these days. So you know, it's more of the same, but the ending was really great. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I was really pleased. Like, I had I had two suspects in mind, if you will. Thinking, okay, these two might be the killer. But and then, you know, at the end it was like, whoa. You know, I'm not gonna give away the twist, but let's just say I was kind of right, but not quite. Anyway, you gotta see it if you haven't seen it, definitely see it for yourself. Oh, and I found out from my buddy Ryan, 1988, that Shout Factory is going to be releasing this on Blu-ray pretty soon, which is cool. So yeah, Shout Factory has all these great titles. Check out Ryan 1988's latest video where he talks about Shout Factory's upcoming releases. Very exciting. Also picked this up right here, Ghoulies 1 and 2. Been wanting to find this also for a while, and it's a good time. The first one, I was actually kind of not what I was expecting at all. I thought they actually came out of the toilet all the time, and that's how they kill people. And although you do see them arising from the toilet at one point, it's not that at all. It's just these creatures. It's about this guy who does these rituals and whatnot, and you know, satanic rituals, and brings these ghoulies to life. And I don't know. It wasn't that great, but Ghoulies 2 I enjoyed more than the first one. Ghoulies 2 takes place in a carnival, and you know, more of the same, just the creatures terrorizing people and whatnot, but it's a lot more enjoyable. Yeah, Ghoulies 1 and 2. Then I found this one for $2.99 at a Zeller's, still in Fredericton. Never saw this one, didn't have it. I figured I needed my collection. Prom Night, first one. Jamie Lee Curtis again. So yeah, Prom Night. I've finally watched it a few nights ago, and you know what? It's pretty slow paced actually. Is not a whole lot going on in this movie actually for a slasher. Not a whole lot of slashing. But the ending was cool. Again, kind of unexpected. Like, oh, you know, okay, I didn't really see that coming, but it's cool. It's got Leslie Nielsen in it. Plays Jamie Lee Curtis' father. He's also the principal, so it's great. Always great seeing him in a serious role when you're used to seeing him, you know, Naked Gun, Airplane. So yeah, Prom Night is great. I also, after I watched it, I checked out Scott's Slasher World. He did a review of it, and he's right. You know, he says pretty much the same thing. It's a slow-paced movie, but it's the last like 15 minutes that really kind of pick up, and yeah, he's right about that. But yeah, good ending. Prom Night. It's a classic. Last but not least, I also picked this up in the $2.99 bin at Zeller's. Been wanting this for a while. Saturday Night Live, the best of Tracy Morgan. You know, I found him funny. I love SNL, and I wanted this one in my collection, and it's great. It's definitely his best. Tracy Morgan. I love. Oh man, what's that first skit? He has this talk show, and I'm Brian Fellows. You know. It's just so funny, so funny. So that will be it for my DVD update of the past 2-3 months. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate it. I'll have more to come shortly. I probably won't be buying as much anymore because, like I said, I got this new place. You know, I got a bigger rent than before now that I'm living by myself. So I'm gonna try. I gotta try not to spend too much on movies, but you'll still see more of me. I'm gonna try to do reviews. You know, if I can't make updates, I'm gonna do reviews for you guys. You know, yeah, stay tuned for that. And again, thanks again for watching. You're all awesome. Peace.